What is something that a lot of people like, but you can't stand? There's the one internet commercial I've seen that claims it's great for your family of influencers and every damn person in the family has their cell phone out, and I swear I die a little when I see the commercial. Who is little Johnny influencing? Who is Nana influencing? Who are any of these bland regular people influencing? I hate that commercial so much. Okay. I'm going to be in the minority here, but I slightly disagree. If you're truly an influencer, I think it's fine. If you're pushing the boundaries of, say, your hobby, and creating great content that you share on social media, then more power to you. That's why we're all addicted to those sites. It's entertainment, whatever. If you call yourself an influencer and get picked up by some marketing firm because you look pretty and have a nice camera, then yeah, fuck off. If it counts for anything, I work in marketing, so I see a lot of both sides here. Facebook used to be genuinely cool. If I remember rightly, you couldn't sign up unless you had a university email address, so it was mostly somewhere for young adults to hang out that wasn't full of tweens like MySpace and Bebo were. And then it turned into what it turned into. All-knowing, all-seeing, ugly as fuck, and apparently here to stay forever. Ugly as fuck. Boy, you ain't kidding. I logged in recently to try and find an old picture, and holy shit, the UI is fucking awful. It's easily the most unintuitive interface I've ever seen, and I have no idea how all these old boomers navigate it all day. You're still not missing out on anything. It's become a pity-infested place to see who has had the worst day/week/month or super political. I stopped using it because it was becoming more and more like the local news channel. All negative. Toxic productivity. Way too fucking normalized. The amount of time you need to waste just to have a decent life is fucking absurd. At least for someone like me who craves to do something creative, and I want to be myself and not pretend for people all the fucking time. I did some rough math, and if I keep working like this, I'll have a total of under a year scattered in short intervals after 10 fucking years. Didn't count the weekends because they are just enough to reload your batteries for another fucking week of work. People don't probably like going to work but seem okay wasting all their lives for it though. My dog died last month, so I just poured myself into work to not think about it. He was the only thing really holding my depression back and keeping me stable. Used to put my 40 hours in and call it a day. Last week I did 66.5 with a 15-hour shift. It's definitely not fun. But you're not alone. Sorry to hear, I recently moved and got into a little legal trouble, so I can't afford my meds at the moment. So the struggle is fing real. Stay strong though, there are moments that are unexpectedly uplifting. Lots of people are complaining at the moment about the amount of rain we're having in Europe this summer, but I prefer it to walking into a brick wall of heat every time I step out the front door. That being said, we do actually have too much rain at the moment, which is causing flash flooding. I'm not a huge fan of rain per se, but I do strongly prefer cool cloudy days over warm/hot sunny days. My fair skin just doesn't do well with lots of sun, and I hate applying sunscreen. I'll even gladly hang out at the beach on a cloudy day. I find it more enjoyable than sunny beach days. And because I know someone will bring it up, yes, I know you can get sunburned on cloudy days. But at least it's usually comfortable enough to wear long sleeves and cover up more on cool cloudy days. Coffee. Like, I can't stand the flavor. I have tried numerous coffee different ways from different coffee shops, and even at friends' houses I just really hate the flavor of coffee. Same. I've learned to appreciate it as a minor accent flavor in a few specific ways. Spice rubs for grilling, a sweet popcorn glaze from a shop that no longer exists, but I can't drink coffee in any form, and smelling it being brewed makes me headachy and nauseous. It is, in my best description, a giant pile of dog shit with some gold nuggets speckled in it. There are a lot of narcissists, bigots, and girls who just want to get paid to jiggle on TikTok. But there are some brilliant comedy sketches that you have to dig for. My favorite was this farmer who recorded her horse breaking into the feed room at her farm. The moment the horse whips the door open, he takes off running at the sight of her, and she screams, "I got you." I'm not anti-summer because I love playing baseball, but I do like the winter, even though where I live we've had years where it was below -30°F multiple days in a row, yet summer still gets to 100°F in the summer. Spent most of my life in Florida, and feel the same. I can only get so naked before it's frowned upon outside the home. And even fully naked isn't enough when it's 115 and 99% humidity. We had like a week of winter, a couple hours at a time. In Indiana now. It's still hot in the summer, but generally below triple digits. And winters I can always put on more. I enjoy having seasons. Not as relevant anymore, but Will Ferrell. I could not understand the comedic appeal of a giant man-child screaming his head off in every movie. No hate for the guy as a person, just could not stand his comedy. Also, my name is Rick. The number of Ricky Bobby jokes I had to listen to was unbelievable. He does have some serious ability, though it's often stifled by his mugging and screaming. If you haven't seen it, and you can stand to, considering your dislike of feral stuff, check out Stranger Than Fiction. Stellar cast, touching story. Well written and well acted. Really a great film. I actually liked rap when I was younger, granted it was more the 80s/90s stuff and Eminem. But when I learned about music and how to play a few instruments, I realized how, other than the words, modern rap tracks music is bland and artificial. Especially now it all sounds the same with the same looping beat, really bothers me. People who does a good deed for someone else and has to declare it on social media and everyone is liking their post. Or they make a short video of passing money or food to a poor chap and gets his friend to record from a distance so the poor chap doesn't know he is receiving help and getting recorded. Guy goes on YouTube and adds some sad song and claims he wants to change the world and says remember to like, subscribe and comment. There are exceptions here. Generally I agree, but there was one recently with an old man delivering pizzas. He drops these people's pizza and apologizes, then gets them a new pizza and a refund. Dude is like 80 and the couple felt bad for him and set up a GoFundMe. They raised how much, but a substantial amount, and filmed his reaction when they gave him the check. In that case it's really cool for all the people who donated to the GoFundMe to see that their money was actually used as promised instead of always wondering if someone faked the whole thing and pocketed it. I get a lot of crap from my family for basically refusing to go to all of these events. But like people, I just saw you 2 weeks ago for Memorial Day barbecue. I don't need to see you now for Flag Day, then a cousin's birthday a week later, then another extended family birthday, then 4th of July. Oh, now you are doing a hit dog cookout for National Hot Dog Day? I'm sorry, but y'all were mentally abusive to me as a child, so forgive me now that I'm an adult for not wanting to spend my free time with you. I've never smoked. I will never smoke. I think it smells awful, and I know what it does to your health. Having said that, I've worked a warehouse job where I was the only non-smoker, and there were shifts where I understood the need for some kind of fix to relieve stress. Thankfully I never gave in, but I understood it. Emo Fortnite used to be really fun in the beginning. It was simplistic and building added another degree of skill, making the game more competitive. Nowadays, however, Fortnite is a complete joke. It's a game for little kids. Okay, hear me out, it's an alright game, not the best, but alright. The community is a little how you say cringe. But if you turn off mic it's a lot less annoying. I do have a pet peeve about the game. Why would you spend money on a free game? I like how Martin Scorsese put it, they're largely closer to theme parks than cinema. I love following the MCU. I watch the movies as they release and the Disney Plus series too. His point was that it was a thrill with no real risk. You know everything is going to be okay in the end and the good guys will win. Although this trend has been somewhat broken in individual titles, it still remains largely true for the overarching story. Personally, I really loved comic books growing up, and still make time for the standout titles today. The connected universe is great because the events of one movie/show will have rippling effects throughout the other stories. I also really enjoy speculating and trying to figure out what will happen next, and the MCU has grown so large that it really keeps you guessing as to what will come next and how everything will piece together. It's a very well-ran narrative machine producing content that is weirdly both formulaic and unpredictable at the same time. Sharknado, and similar over-the-top ridiculous movies. I get it, they're mimicking those old, terrible, so bad it's funny movies. But those movies were funny because they were made to be serious and failed spectacularly. It's not the same feel when the movie is stupid on purpose. I don't like Sharknado 2, it's low quality trash, but there are some trash gold out there that just genuinely leave you what the fuck am I watching throughout, without the fabricated feeling. But who will take care of you when you're older? You'll change your mind when you find the right guy. You're too young to know you won't want them. You're gonna have kids, everyone does. What, you don't like children? I honestly hate having the kids discuss. No, I don't want to push a human out of my lady bits. I don't hate kids, I just rather own animals. Animals don't talk back. Don't need to worry about them doing drugs or anything bad happening to them. Also, fuck you, it's my life. Went on a rant there. I just get so mad at people who try to change my mind on not wanting kids and making me feel bad about it. I have a friend who is obsessed with cars, and every time we are together will point out different cars and tell me about how that model is related to a similar model and the years it was produced. He always wants me to go to car shows, but I just cannot summon the will to give a damn. He may as well be telling me about what model of vacuum cleaner he uses. It just does not interest me. Everyone has their hobbies. To some people, cars are a hobby. However, to some people like you, cars are nothing but an appliance to get them from A to B, different strokes for different folks. Being a car guy is sort of like being a bird watcher. There are millions of different ones out there, but sometimes you see a special rare one and it makes your day.